Is it Hands to Paws or is it Claudia Olson?
It is Hands to Paws. Hey, it is Claudia from Hands to Paws. Just checking, guys, that I have everything. Happy 4th of July set up and ready for you for this holiday weekend. This scary, it's almost like Halloween for dogs. The 4th of July. I don't know any better way to describe it. Huh? You can hear me? Beautiful. Thank you. And can you see it? Are you on What's Up Dog?
Look.
Beautiful. Can you jump on YouTube on What's Up Dog and make sure you hear it there too? Beautiful. And if you write me a comment, sometimes I'm seeing them, sometimes I'm not. So if you write a comment and I'm not answering, I'm not ignoring you at all. Happy 4th of July. Let's talk some dog safety. I hope everybody is planning a safe holiday. Hands to Paws welcomes you and humbly thanks you for being here. What's Up Dog, capital. It's our YouTube channel. It is. No, there's no underscores. It is capital W, capital U, capital D, as in a dog named Wood. What's Up Dog? All right. That's my very handsome, wonderful grandson in the background, just getting us ready. So if you send a comment and I don't see it, I'm not ignoring you. I will respond to them later. So feel free, unless you're a hater, and then don't leave a comment. Or what do they call it in YouTube world? They call it trolls. That's what they call it. Or if you're a troll. Okay. So the 4th of July, why are we celebrating? We're celebrating our independence. So happy Independence Day, everybody. And 1777. That is a very, very, very long time ago. Beautiful. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. Thank you to my awesome grandson, who is my technical support. I love you too tonight. So 1777 is, we are celebrating the 4th of July and we're celebrating our independence. And they actually, a tradition of fireworks on the 4th of July came from 1777 celebration in Philadelphia. A ship fired a 13-gun salute to honor the 13 colonies, and the Sons of Liberty set off fireworks over the Boston Common. And that is how fireworks I'm getting some weird stuff. And that is the tradition of fireworks all the way back from 1777. And I'm sure in 1777 that the horses in the area, they might have been better desensitized to those noises, but would have had reactions. In 1777, were we as human beings so sensitive to our dogs having reactions? I don't know. 1777 was a long time ago, and I honestly don't know if they wrote anything about animals being afraid of loud noises and or fireworks. But fireworks have been a tradition since then. And I know that fireworks make all little kids' eyes go bright and smiley, and they are some of the most beautiful, spectacular shows. However, with that said, happy Independence Day. Fireworks scare your dogs. As a trainer, I would take my puppies out, sit on them, with them on my lap, so they could become desensitized to fireworks, okay, which is different than a thunderstorm anxiety. A thunderstorm anxiety actually has a lot to do with the barometric pressure, so animals can feel that coming, and it actually can, they're aware of it way before we're aware of it, and they can start reacting before, where fireworks just are a loud boom, scare, run. So I'd like you to think of it like, whoa, what? I'd like you to think of it of being incredibly startled and remembering that your dog's brain is going to do some things immediately. It is either going to freeze, or she is going to go into fight or flight. Okay? So if they have this fear, freeze, fight, or flight, and if you are, their chemistry in their brain will change. And if they're fleeing, they are not thinking, they are just running. And we can understand how dangerous that could be, right? Vehicles, getting lost, getting caught on something. Maybe they don't have a slip away collar. Hovering, being scared, not wanting to go to anybody could be incredibly dangerous. So we want to make sure all our dogs are safe. And tonight we're just going to give you tips and tricks before the celebrations, before you leave your house, or if you're having company, you might want to start thinking about a safe place for your dog. So where are your dogs? I have a dog that has terrible, terrible, terrible thunderstorm anxiety. I have anxiety when I'm not home and there's a thunderstorm. And all my dogs, with the exception of one, I have 3, with the exception of one, is petrified of the loud noises of fireworks. So, okay, fight, flight, fight, flight. And with the loud noise like that, most pets' reaction is either to cuddle up and go hide somewhere in a safe place, or to run. So where would be a safe place in the home? If you are having company, the public restroom would not be a safe place. I'm gonna go inside my bird. I'll be right. That's so wrong. So wrong. Okay, those are the things that happen when you go live and you have a macaw who's very smart and knows that she can interrupt your session. So most pets are frightened by fireworks and that loud noise. So a bathroom is always a great place. It's always a great place for a thunderstorm anxiety, and it is a great den area. And I'd like to keep that in there of using the word den, because that's pretty much what a dog's going to look for. And remember, a den in the wild could be this little tiny space. You'd be amazed about how big, huge dogs can get into little tiny spaces. So if it's a little dog, and they're very noise sensitive, they could get into even a smaller place. So you're looking for some very safe, secure. If you have a crate, well, that's the best way to go, correct? A crate, they're in their own environment, they're in their own safe place. It is already their den, and they are super comfortable in there. I have a dear friend, her dog loves the closet. If she doesn't feel good, her name is Precious, she doesn't feel good, if she's having any kind of anxiety, if she's missing her mom, she'll go to the closet. A closet is a really great, safe place. Soft music. I happen to love aromatherapy at Hands to Paws. All our organic shampoos are aromatherapy based. It hits all the sensories, all the calming sensories. And that's what you want to do, is you want to create a safe environment for you and the pet. And for you, nobody wants to go to have a wonderful celebration and come home and have a tragedy or be missing their dog, right? So the other thing I'm going to highly recommend is that you have emergency veterinarian contacts available in case there was an accident. Okay. So I like to, under these circumstances, be home with my animals because I can keep an eye on them. I can gauge their anxiety. I use a CBD product. It's from John Lyons, who is a horse trainer who developed an organic brand of CBD. It's made for dogs. No, I do not recommend that you give human CBD to dogs. Hi, Marie. How are you? I love that you're commenting. Thank you. I recommend only that you give a dog brand CBD to your dog, or a dog brand cookie with CBD to your dog. I'm going to say that again, dog brand. And it just helps calm them down. Now, every dog can have a different level of anxiety. I have a dog that has a medium level, and I have a dog that has an intense level of anxiety during thunderstorms or Marie is our lovely, lovely, lovely receptionist. We absolutely adore her. And thank you for coming on, Marie. Make my noises, Marie. I got these noises. Huh. I am great. We had a lovely day. We went to the equestrian center today. I thought there was a dog show. I've been grooming out Malia for show. She's a poodle, and the dog show is next weekend. I was super excited to see my dear friend Tuesday from Low Country Kennels, and she just took second place at Westminster with her Kerry Blues. What? And I was so excited to see her, and I called her up, and she's in Virginia. Yeah, Stitchy has a very high anxiety with thunder and fireworks. Marie, do you give CBD or anything calming? If people that have a lot of anxiety, dogs with a lot of anxiety, might actually have some medication in their homes that they might want to give their dogs prior to the event. And why would you want to do that? Listen, if you're not going to be home, or if somebody else is watching your dogs, or your dog isn't put in a safe place, there is a chance that something could happen. We are talking about fight or flight, but we're really talking about flight and freeze. So in this kind of anxiety situation, you're talking about everybody says fight or flight, but I like to say the three. You're talking about fight, flight, do that right, I did that one wrong. You're talking about fight, freeze, and flight. So it would be either whoa and then book, right? Or flight and then freeze and then hide in a safe place. Let me go through that again. A safe place for a dog is a den. A safe place for a dog is a den. A den in the wild is little. Like, you would never look for this giant dog in this little tiny itty bitty space. And if the dog is little, that space would be littler. And they would stay there in a frozen state because fear is freezing. So freeze, flight, fight, flight. In this case, it's going to be freeze and flight, or flight and freeze. So let's go through it again. You want to make sure that your dog, if you are going out or having company, is in a place that you don't ever have to think about it, that you can enjoy your celebration. And if you have horses, which I know we're in Ocala, the horse capital of the world. If you don't know this, let me tell you, Hands to Paws in Beverly Hills, right next to Ocala, the horse capital of the world. But here at Hands to Paws in Beverly Hills, Florida, we are the doodle, as in Golden Doodle, Bernedoodle, Labradoodle, Aussie Doodle. I did a Dalmatian Doodle the other day. We are the doodle capital of the world. If you have a doodle, you want to know who we are. All right, so you left the house, somebody opened the door, your dog went into flight. Is he or she microchipped? That's going to be your number one, right? What are people going to do if they find a dog? They're going to look for a tag or a microchip. And now, today, you would have AirTags by Apple, which is a tracking collar, right? Right on your phone, an app. And not that any of you, if you don't have this, are going to be able to get this overnight. You would want to make sure that somebody could get a hold of you. All right. So, okay. So I have to give a disclaimer here. This is super, super, super important. This is, do not put your dog in a crate with a bunch of tags hanging off while you are not attending that dog. Please do not put your dog in a crate with a bunch of tags hanging off while you are not attending that dog. Personally, I don't like it with people attending a dog. However, I am precautioning that when I am telling you this, I am never saying that you should put a dog in a crate with a bunch of tags with unattended. Now, if you're putting them in the bathroom and there's no place they can get hung up if they don't have a breakaway collar. Now, what is a breakaway collar? A collar is a collar that goes on the dog, and if that dog were in flight or that dog were in an area, in a situation where those tags got stuck, the collar would break. Okay, so you want to make sure, even if it's a reflective collar, which is another big tip, because if a dog's going into flight and they are running anywhere where there is traffic, okay, because not only are they going to go into flight, but they're going to be in flight, and there's going to be flashes of bright lights, and there's going to be another loud sound behind them. And what is that going to create in their brain? It's going to create more flight. So a reflective collar would allow people to see that there was something in motion, okay? And then what are they going to do? They're going to freeze. However, when I'm saying this, I'm talking about breakaway collars, and even in a crate, I am not suggesting in a crate a breakaway collar, because if they're in flight and they get caught on something, you do not want them choking, okay? And anything I'm telling you has happened. And I do not want it to happen to you when you're having a wonderful Independence Day. All contact information. If you do not have a collar that has their name and contact information on it, if you don't have a tag or a breakaway collar and you're going, oh, poop, I got a problem, go mark it and put it around their legs. Go tape it on their legs. Prevention's worth 1,000 cures. Anybody that follows me in any manner knows I'm saying it all the time. If you come into the salon and I'm talking to you about our wonderful extra things like ear elixir, I'm talking about prevention being worth 1,000 cures. Why deal with it if you can prevent it? So if you don't have anything, horse people, horse women, I just was at the Equestrian, Ocala Equestrian Center today. It's phenomenal. Mark it, put it around their leg. Okay, you can get a strip as long as it breaks away, right? A strip, you can put it here, but it has to be able to break away. If you pull on it hard, it's got to be able to break away. Okay, we're not looking for any choking incidences. So you don't have to go buy anything. Clever is clever is clever. All you have to do is put a little work in. The girls do an amazing job. Marie just commented that the girls do an amazing job on doodles. and she is correct. We are the doodle capital of the world for a reason. We really specialize in doodles. In fact, our girls are, so we have so many girls but we have Erin, who specializes in poodles. We have Irina, who specializes in Yorkies and Malteses. And she specializes in Yorkies and has in the show world for 40 years. We have Tracy, who specializes in Pomeranian. We have Pim, who specializes in sweetness. She's become such a talented groomer. And we have Jessica Vieira. If you are looking for Jessica Vieira, I'll be talking about that more, who also specializes in all breeds and is amazing with the dogs, amazing with them. We are so privileged to have her. We have Tabitha, who specializes in these little teddy bear faces. She went and studied at Fun in the Sun. She took the classes, came back, a pro. And did I miss anybody? Of our wonderful Brittany, who was out ill last week. Can I tell you about what lovely, lovely, lovely compliments I got on Brittany? Everybody said, hi, Claudia. Where's Brittany? All right. So contact information. You do not have to have any money to make sure that your contact information is on that dog. Freeze, flight, freeze. So once your dog, if they choose that they're scared and they're going to run, the next thing they're going to do is hide and freeze. If they're hiding and frozen and there's still fireworks going off, they may run again. Remember, fireworks are boom, 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 boom. Did the wrong one. Boom. Boom. Okay. And if you're running out of fear, the chemistry in your brain has changed and you're going to keep going. It is flight. All right. If you're going to be home, great. If you're leaving, before you leave, check your gates. Check your gates. All the horse people, Ocala, horse capital of the world, they're getting prepared for tonight. Okay. They're going to be annoyed at their neighbors. They're going to be annoyed that they're doing fireworks. Don't throw fireworks at animals' areas at all. Please don't do them. It's not funny. It's not cute. It is dangerous. And we love our animals. We love them. So please do not do that. Why is water so important? When a dog stresses, so you want to have water with your animal at all times. You want to make sure what happens is, I'm still playing with these things, is when dogs become very, very stressed or they're in pain, they will pant. But a key stress sign in is a dog. Marie, you've seen this at the salon, and I'll walk by and I'll go, wow, we need to keep an eye on this dog. He's stressing a lot. And one of the signs of that is excessive drooling. Okay? Not like as in a bloodhound, which Sky, who developed this beautiful slideshow for you, has the most wonderful bloodhound on the planet, but not that kind of drool. It's an excessive drool. So if you put this dog in a kennel or this dog was walking around the house, there would be an excessive amount of water coming out. You want your dog to be able to rehydrate. Okay? Again, if you're going to give the dog, I'm going to just do a little recap. If you have medication only from your veterinarian prescribed for your dog, please do not take another medication and give that to your dog without your veterinarian's approval. Okay? Please do not do that. If that medication is prescribed for your dog on a night like tomorrow night, it's already started. I don't know in your area. In my area, it already started last night. I would anticipate that all of us in any area would be hearing fireworks going off tonight and tomorrow. Official celebrations totally begin. So if you have medication that's prescribed for your dog, you want to give it to them prior to fireworks, at least 20 minutes so it absorbs in their system. You want to make sure that they are in a safe, quiet, cool place with water available. If they have anything around their neck that it is in a breakaway situation. And if they are in a safe crate, that you have them marked without having a collar with tags on their neck. Okay, and they're going to have plenty of hydration. It's for Independence Day. It's very important that us too, right? Yes, we thank you, Marie. If you have any other ideas, put them in there. If I didn't touch on anything that you might think is possible. I know my dogs suffer, Balto in particular suffers terribly from these anxieties. And he was a puppy that was a rescue that was thrown outside, and he would literally run and hide and go underneath barns. And he lost his home due to digging, and that might have been a big part of the digging. Let's talk about digging. Should your dog be outside unattended during the 4th of July? Where they were not a digger, they may become a digger. Because panic, have you ever felt true panic? It is adrenaline surging through your bloodstream. And the dog's chemistry, brain chemistry will change, and they will just run. Survival being the number one instinct. So I mentioned it earlier, and let's talk about this a little bit. We live in 2022, in Independence Day 2022, dating all the way back to 1777, when the first fireworks were shot off. It is a celebration of us Americans celebrating our independence, but is horrifying to our animals. But we now have great trackers. Apple, well, what are you going to say about Apple? I happen to be a Samsung girl, an Android girl. I'm not an Apple girl. However, Apple has the best tracking, and you can actually get trackers for your dogs. If you already have those, today, not tomorrow at the last minute, today is the day to make sure that all your settings are working and that the device is working and is on your dog, and you are able to track your dog if your dog has this kind of anxiety. Make sure all your gates, all your escape routes, that no dog is left outside in a yard by themselves where they might freeze and flee, or flee and freeze. You want to make sure that they have reflective collars that are breakaway collars. Make sure they have water. There are some off-brand trackers. Again, these all come with applications to your phone. Isn't 2022 fun when you can track your dog? Like, how many of you actually have apps on your phone where you can talk to your dog when they're home and you can see what they're doing? I don't actually have that on my phone right now. I do have it for the salon. I can track the salon. But how much fun is that? And I know plenty of you, I talk to you guys all the time, that have apps on their phone where they are watching their dog. So they'll come and talk to me, and they will show me on their phone what their dog is doing at home. Lab people have a blast with this. I have to say, hey, happy 4th of July, Sky. That is Sky. She is the designer of this amazing slideshow that we are presenting to you tonight. So in 2022, we have apps. And if you can get one of these trackers, you have a runner. So I have herding dogs. And I trained for years. My dogs are very good. Even if they got out, they would be right here. Unless they heard a horrible noise and went into freeze and flight, or flight and freeze. So there is, let me get back to the tag. So you can get these trackers, you apply it on your app. There is one called Whistle Go. There is Hawn Smart Tag. There is Pet Place Collars, and FI Smart Dog Tracker. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Maybe you don't think it's cool, but I think that's pretty cool. So if you have an Apple, Apple does everything first. You can get the Apple one, or you can get an off-brand, and you can have an app on your phone. You see them scanning, and you can actually track your dog. This is life-saving. All right. So let's do a recap. Happy 4th of July. Fireworks. Fireworks have been around from 1777, and we are celebrating Independence Day. Happy, happy Independence Day to you and your family from our team at Hands to Paws, where we want to make sure you have a safe, happy holiday. We want to remind you that all dogs should be marked with identifiers. What is an identifier? It is a tag, it is a tracker on their collar with an application on your phone. It is tags that have your correct name and number on them. It is a piece of paper with some Scotch tape taped around a dog's paw or a dog's neck that give pertinent information. You want to make sure that all your gates and escape routes are closed, and the dog is not left in the yard where he could dig in fear his way out. A bathroom, a closet with water, a breakaway collar, calm music, and a soft environment that the dog is safe. A crate with identifying markers, but no dog tags. Do not have dog tags in that crate. Okay? We don't have any choking incidents. The reason for the breakaway everything is a dog in flight or freeze and flight. If they were to get stuck, whatever they stuck on is going to break away. I have seen animals get stuck on things and the choking process will begin. And what does a dog do in that kind of process? They panic, okay? So, and a dog in a scary fireworks situation is going to panic. And where they might have stopped on a regular night if they were scared by a loud noise, on a night like the 4th of July, bang, 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 boom, 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 it could be perpetuated by continuous loud noises. I want to make sure they are as safe as possible. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Please do not throw fireworks in the direction of animals, horses or dogs or cats or any of the above. Please be safe when you are handling the fireworks. And Hands to Paws is happy. We were happy to see all the dogs come in for a celebration. We were happy to talk about it. And we appreciate all of you. I hope that you got some tips. I hope you got some tricks. I hope you enjoyed tonight's live. And I appreciate you being here. We will see you after the 4th. Don't forget, I'm still doing my series with Natalia. We got a little hiccup in our giddy up, but that's okay. We call Natalia, who is a military trainer, dog trainer. We call her our shield maiden, and she will be back to discuss all the training involved with the dogs. I still have to do an update on Summer Wells, who went missing a year ago. We got involved in that case due to all the dogs on the property, which I'd like to tell you, all the dogs are no longer on that property. There are no dogs left on that property. And one of them is with a YouTuber, and her name is Athena, and she is doing very, very well. So enjoy your celebrations. Hands to Paws is closed tomorrow. So the whole team at Hands to Paws, I hope you have a great 4th of July. And enjoy your Monday off and a wonderful celebration. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Sky. And we will see you soon. Our next live will be in 2 weeks. And we're going to do a live every 2 weeks, bringing you free free content, free tips and tricks on grooming and training. So join us, be a part of our team. We're happy to see you, and we are accessible. Happy 4th, happy Independence Day. Glad to be an American, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Gotta get to my last slide. Hold on. Oh, hey, Jesse. Happy 4th of July. Oh, I love you too. And talk about Jesse. Have you come in and met Jesse? Jesse, make sure that your dogs are in impeccable condition. She is such a leader in our salon. We would be lost without Jesse. So, and she specializes in being the most wonderful person ever. And you want to talk about amazing with dogs? Girl,